We have all heard the older generation say things like, when I was younger, I played outside until my mom called me in for supper. Or, I used to play baseball with a group of friends, not a computer or television screen. Kids are becoming more and more lazy, which is affecting their health. Only 3.8% of elementary schools, 7.9% of middle schools, and 2.1% of high schools offers daily physical education, or the equivalent of a whole school year. 95% of American students attend school. Giving more PE classes could help change the younger generation's bad habits. More than likely, we all know a younger child who is television or video game obsessed. If schools provided more physical education classes, it could lead in a better and more active way of living. I have an active 12-year-old brother who frequently has friends over. Instead of going outside, they sit on the couch and watch TV or play Wii or Xbox games. They could go outside and shoot BB guns or Nerf guns. I also babysit young children who fight me when I tell them it's time to go outside and go on a walk or play. I feel it's important that schools allow more physical education classes to teach kids healthier activities. More physical education classes would positively benefit students' health life, their academics, and their moderate to vigorous physical activity levels. The more PE classes students have, the greater chance of decreasing child obesity in America. Today, child obesity is the most serious health problem the U.S. children face. The website last updated July 8, 2013, PE Helps Fight Childhood Obesity, published in Brunswick's News, states that according to the Georgia Department of Public Health, new studies are showing that some of the first results that are linked to gains against child obesity is with more physical education in school. The website last updated in 2012, More PE, published in the Scholastic News, Edition 3, states PE engages students in regular physical activity, which then gives them skills and habits necessary to pursue a healthy life that they can use in school and outside of school. Lundgren also states that PE promotes goal setting, encourages self-awareness, and teaches personal responsibility, which helps students take ownership for their health and creates a long life positive impact. Not only does PE help students' health, but also their learning ability. Many people believe physical education takes time and achievement away from academics, but evidence has proven otherwise. The website last updated in 2009, Why We Should Not Cut PE, published in Educational Leadership, states groups such as No Child Left Behind contributed to the assumption that PE, music, and art take time away from our more important academics, such as reading and math. After No Child Left Behind was passed in 2002, 62% of schools increased time in the school day for math and reading, and cut time or completely cut the program out of the school with physical education, art, music, or recess. According to Tross, the test results of several experiments showed physically active youth have better grades and test scores than children who do not be active in physical activity. Students who participate in sports and physical activity during school or outside of school are 20% more likely to score better in academics than those who do not. Tross also states, controlled studies strongly suggest that engaging in physical activity throughout the school day makes students more focused and more willing to learn. Lastly, Tross informs us that researchers do not know the exact psychological mechanism responsible for improvements in cognition, but however, the physical activity that schools have promotes the growth of new brain cells, stimulates formation of blood vessels in the brain, and enhances synaptic activity among brain cells. PE helps improve children's academics along with their physical activity. Physical education is some students' only opportunity for moderate to vigorous physical activity. Students sit in school on average for 7 hours a day. After school, they go home and sit on the couch and watch TV, and most likely are eating a snack. The website last updated in 2012, students' opinions and attitudes towards physical education classes in Kuwait public schools, published in college student journals, informs that some students aren't able to do moderate vigorous activities outside of school due to lack of money, transportation, or even self-esteem. PE would give every child a chance to try different activities and be healthy while teaching them self-confidence. In the website, last updated in 2014, the contributing role of physical education in youth's daily activity and sedentary behavior states moderate to vigorous physical activity is positively associated with significant caloric expenditure and a variety of health benefits. According to Senlin, Youngwon, and Zahn, an average youth is sedentary between 8.1 to 10.6 hours a day. U.S. schools can reach the 95% of students that American students that go to school and give them more moderate to vigorous physical activity time. Only 8% of children around the world get the recommended time of 60 minutes of physical activity a day. PE would help increase the low 8% of children to a higher amount of the recommended time if they would add more physical activity during school. Changing our students' lives for better and healthier is easier than we think. Kids just need to be reminded how fun activities are instead of just their video games. Physical education classes can help kids find the physical activity that they enjoy and teach them how to stay healthy for their life ahead of them. Adding more PE classes can lower high health problems we have with obesity, give children better achievement in academics, and it can help them improve their moderate to vigorous physical activity. PE class was one fun class we didn't mind going to because we didn't have to sit through a lecture or take notes. We got a free period to relax our minds and just talk with our friends while playing a fun activity. PE is a fun and easy way to get our younger generations out of their bad habits and help them be healthier.